design. How to make life interesting and exciting. Want to learn how to make life interesting? Well, you've come to the right place. But before we get started, ask yourself this: if your life was a movie, would anyone watch it? How to make life interesting. Does your life story look more like the opening scenes of Office Space, or Catch Me If You Can? Some people fall prey to living life on autopilot. They go to school, head to work, study, commute, browse Instagram, watch Netflix, play video games. Suddenly they find months have gone by and they cannot remember where they spent all their time. Don't live life robotically, and one day wake up realizing life has passed you by. Click to tweet. Learn how to make life interesting and exciting. Live actively, discover your passions, pursue your interests, and ensure that when you look back, it won't be with regrets. Here are 3 tips to help you make life interesting and extraordinary. Live your life like this guy via Dos Equis on getting more out of your everyday. Be spontaneous. Stop over-planning, over-analyzing, overthinking, and just do it. Click to tweet. Just do it. A few months ago, a friend had forwarded me an Instagram picture that had details to Kanye West's Yeezy Season 3 Fashion Week audition. That moment, a few of my friends and I were on lunch break. When I saw the open call was only a short walk away, I convinced my friends that we should all go and audition. My friends agreed that it would be hilarious if we went, and they also wanted to try and get a picture with Kanye. We ambled over to the audition, and I stood in line for about half an hour with my shirt off, chatted with some of the other people around me, had a few pictures taken, did not see Kanye, and was never called back. I'm convinced I gave them the wrong phone number. Audition. Though it may seem like this adventure was ultimately fruitless, a regular lunch became a highly entertaining story, and snap story. It wasn't hard to have any interesting conversation starters for the next couple days to come. Ignoring my initial urge to drop by the audition would be simple. But how much less remarkable would my day have been? Make life interesting by being spontaneous when you have the sudden desire to do something. Don't psyche yourself out or convince yourself you're not interested. Sometimes, the best decisions are made without thought. You will often find that your impulses reveal what you truly desire. With adventures lurking around the corner, don't always give things too much thought. Go with your gut, and take action. Feel the need to sneak up onto the rooftop to watch the sunset? Put on your sneakers. See a cute boy or girl you want to talk to. Walk up and say hi. Game for a weekend adventure or a last-minute getaway. Rally your friends and grab the car keys. Lesson: catapult the mundane into the memorable by being spontaneous. Don't be afraid to act on a whim. What if? Why not? Let's go on experiencing life, capitalize on opportunities to try new things, meet new people, and learn new skills. Opportunities multiply as they are seized. Sun Tzu. Click to tweet. During my sophomore year in college, my friend who was going abroad offered to loan me his motorcycle for the year as long as I took care of maintenance and storage. I originally declined the offer as I was pretty nervous about the whole thing. I didn't know how to ride a motorcycle, wasn't sure where I would go to learn, and ultimately didn't know the first thing about motorcycle maintenance or storage. Storage of my old motorcycle. Looks about right. Storage of my previous motorcycle. Looks about right. Then one Thursday morning, I I woke up and spontaneously, see above, decided to skip the rest of my classes that week and sign up for a basic motorcycle rider course. To succeed, jump as quickly at opportunities as you do at conclusions. Benjamin Franklin. Click to tweet. I couldn't help but feel I would regret my inaction had I passed up on this chance to learn a new skill and jump outside my comfort zone. This turned out to be one of the best decisions I've ever made. Knowing how to ride a motorcycle was extremely useful when I went to California for a summer internship. A motorcycle in Los Angeles is vastly more convenient and affordable than a car. You can split lanes, bypass the bumper-to-bumper traffic, and basically park for free. Some of my most memorable moments are on a motorcycle, weaving around traffic during sunset, zoned in, and sharing a moment riding two up. Motorcycle. Make life interesting by exposing yourself to new activities, skills, and people. Actively find and exploit interesting opportunities. You never know whom you may meet. The founders of Brazzers met at a competitive You never know whom you may meet. The founders of Brazzers met at a competitive football league. I met some of my closest friends when I offered to help teach a bartending and mixology class. Never know how learned skills may come in handy in the future. When Steve Jobs took a class on calligraphy, he never expected the large impact it would have on his future inventions. So join clubs, take classes, volunteer your time, and host social events. Don't let feelings of nervousness and discomfort yield inaction. Lesson: in the end, we only regret the chances we didn't take, the relationships we were afraid to have, and the decisions we waited too long to make. On maintaining excitement and motivation, find your passions and create goals. Someone with no interests will never live an interesting life. Click to tweet. Actively make life interesting by finding something you're passionate about. A person with an obscure hobby such as collecting maps will still be 100 times more fascinating than someone apathetic about everything. Words of wisdom via Betty White. Words of wisdom via Betty White. Once you find something that excites you, don't stop there. Create a goal that you find stimulating and motivating. A fun and achievable goal will give yourself a direction to strive towards as you develop your skills. Someone who enjoys cooking and aspires to compete in a reality TV cooking competition lives a vastly more interesting life than the casual chef. There is an interesting phenomenon where people often place more emphasis on someone with high potential than someone with made achievements. Uncertain events and outcomes often stimulate greater interest and thought, possibly because it is more fun and engaging to work through the ambiguity. When you set a goal, you take advantage of this phenomenon by showcasing your potential. Interesting. Make life interesting by striving towards interesting life goals. You can take a look at a list of my life goals for inspiration. Right now, I'm mainly focused on two: competing in the World Series of Poker, and becoming an amateur boxer and fighting in the NYC Golden Gloves. These goals help me stay entertained and motivated. I also use it as a way to force my hand and stay focused. After all, now that all my friends know I plan to compete in the NYC Golden Gloves, I can't really wimp out when everyone wants to come watch my fight, and laugh as I get beaten up. Lesson: Don't be boring. Tension, conflict, and resolution are what the most engaging stories are made of. So discover your passions, create goals, and expose your potential. Live your life as if someone is filming a movie about it.